Good evening, everybody. Wherever you may be viewing this, whether it's today on the 6th of March 2024 or some other day when you are viewing this presentation. So this evening, the topic is going to be glutathione beauty secrets. All right, radiant skin from within. All right, as Joel said, beauty is not just skin deep. It actually, for me, it actually needs to go even further than your skin deep. So just to reiterate, my name is Robert Chan. I have been a Max Associate for the past almost 12 years. On the 23rd of March, it will be 12 years. And coincidentally, last night, we were having a meeting. We were having a meeting with Corporate Max, Mr. the chairman, the Asian bosses, and we happened to mention about Max International. So the bosses, especially for Jim Cervelia and Joe Witticki, they were saying that they will be with Max International for life. So we also mentioned that we will be with Max International for life, because this is how passionate all of us are about Max International. So the content of this presentation should not be considered medical advice. It is not medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor, and it does not reflect Max official policies. Now, citations have been added because I've been reading through a lot of these research papers for the past 12 years. And where possible, I have included original source materials. So let's get right into it. This evening, I'll share with you the knowledge that I have acquired all this almost 12 years. Now, how to stay young and healthy? You can stay with handsome, glamorous, beautiful, if you can control aging and control your inner health. It's not just to slap on makeup and powders and shadows, so that you look good on the outside. What you must actually do is that you must control how you age and also your inner health. So embrace your inner beauty and let it glow for all to see. That is the only way. You don't have to be beautiful. You don't have to be really that glamorous. But if you are able to glow from the inside, people will look at you in a different light. All right. So our human body, we have only one body, and our biological system, we have only one. We have 11 of the biological systems, but we have only one body, and it all starts with the atoms, and the atoms combine to create the molecules that are inside our cells, and the molecules combine to create the cells that we have in our body. And of course, the cells combine for the tissues. The tissues are joined together to create the organs that we have, and with that, our whole body system. We have 11 body systems, all right? And the cell is the smallest unit of life. This is where the unit is alive. That's the smallest unit is the cell in our body. We have about 37.2 trillion of them, and we create about 40 billion cells every day. Now we take a look at what actually happens in our body. You remember I just mentioned about the molecules. There are 42 million molecules in every cell in our body, right? So that's a lot of molecules and a lot of cells actually to go wrong inside our body. Let's not just talk about just the 11 body system. We are talking about so many trillions of cells and I don't know how many molecules. Okay, so scientists classify defective molecules. That means when a molecule is damaged, scientists classify them as free radicals. So these free radicals, or this damaged molecule, greatly affect the conditions of our cells. Now, by chance, we are created with an antioxidant defense network. And these are our protection against the damaged cells or the repairing of the damaged cells, against the toxins and also the invaders into our body. Now, these antioxidants that we have in our body include glutathione, the master antioxidant, vitamin C, our immune booster, vitamin E, our cellular guardian, coenzyme Q10, our energy defender, alpha lipoic acid, the multitasking protector of our body. And we also have antioxidant enzymes that help the 5 main antioxidants to protect our body. Okay, so you can see from here that we have a range of antioxidants that protect our body differently. But you notice this, the glutathione is called the master antioxidant. The reason for this is because glutathione can do the work of vitamin C, it can do the work of vitamin E, it is also an energy defender like coenzyme Q10, and also a multitasking protector like alpha lipoic acid. So just to show you the magnitude of all of this, all right, we have all the 5 network antioxidants that I've mentioned, alpha lipoic acid, coenzyme Q10. These figures that you see here, 4, 7, 8, 3, or 1, 7, these are the amount, these are the number of citations or the number of research that has been submitted to PubMed, all right, since 1983. So from 1983 until today, which is about 15,040 days, scientific research records show that for vitamin E, we have 47,873 research that have been submitted and peer review. All right, peer review means they have been more or less accredited as being genuine. All right. Now we have vitamin C, which is 76,000, and surprise, glutathione. We have 182,626 glutathione research since 1983, 41 years, and which actually means that for glutathione, every day, every single day for the past 15,040 days, there are 11, well, this is an average, right? It's about 11.5 research papers that have been handed over to PubMed, right? So medical research records, scientific research, and citations at the US government's official library, including medical research from around the world. That is what PubMed does. It keeps a record of all of this. And if you compare the 5 network antioxidants, glutathione occupies more than 55% of the pie of all the other 4. That means the other 4 antioxidants combined cannot even surpass what glutathione research has been done. All right, so it's important because there is a reason for this. There's a reason why people are studying so much, and it continues to increase every year. All right, every year there are more and more. I'm very sure that in time to come, we'll be talking about 200,000 glutathione peer review reports. So there you have it. Scott, I hope you all of you have heard that. Did you hear that, Joel?
Sorry, Robert, I think the audio was off.
The what?
The audio for the video was off.
Was off?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just play that because it's important. All right, it's important because sometimes when I do the sharing, all right, I don't see the controls at the bottom.
When you
Share the sound, optimize the video clip. Okay, let's do this again. All right, let me just go back on this because it is important that you listen to what Scott Nagasawa has to say about glutathione.
all right, let's try
All
it out.
right, so okay, here we go.
Glutathione and its ability to neutralize free radicals can actually
I don't know what has happened. Well, anyway,
neutralize many different types of free radicals. When it neutralizes a free radical, glutathione itself never becomes a free radical. Whereas vitamin C and vitamin E, when they neutralize a free radical, they actually become a weak free radical themselves. Glutathione is one of the only antioxidants that can actually recycle itself.
So Scott Nagasawa is the son of Herbert T. Nagasawa, the inventor of the product that we are selling. And there he goes and tell you that glutathione is considered the master antioxidant because it acts differently from other antioxidants, right? Let me hide this. Okay. All right, so how important is glutathione in our body? The concentration of glutathione in our body is as follows. In the liver, we have 7.3 micromole per gram of liver. That is the highest inside our body, followed by the kidneys, followed by the eyes, followed by the least amount of glutathione that we have in our body is actually the brain. And of course, finally, the ear. So you can see that as we age, all right, because of this neurodegenerative or problems with the brain, like Parkinson's disease, like Alzheimer's disease, they start developing because we do not have enough or sufficient glutathione in our brain to stop it from happening. And even for the older people, as you get older, even the hearing becomes impaired. All right. For the other parts, we have a lot, but it is essential that you increase your glutathione levels. So our daily requirement is about 250 to 300 milligrams of glutathione, of which only 14 to 28% are derived from the foods that we eat, provided we are eating the right things and provided it is sufficient for it to get into parts of our body, because most glutathione that is taken orally, even from foods, they are not bioavailable to our body, right? So it becomes a bit of a problem. So why is glutathione different from other antioxidants? It is produced naturally in our cells. That's number one. Vitamin C and vitamin E, they are not produced in our cells. We have to take it from external sources. Glutathione neutralizes free radicals. That's what antioxidants do. It protects against oxidative stress because once glutathione neutralizes free radicals, all right, oxidative stress will be difficult to happen. It is difficult for oxidative stress because oxidative stress reflects an abundance of free radicals, you know, the damaged molecules that we have in our body. If we have so many of them, it starts to manifest oxidative stress. Now, glutathione also balances our immune system, just like vitamin C, all right? But it does much more than vitamin C. So it is also the most effective detoxifier. It detoxifies by removing toxins, carcinogens, you know, bacteria from our body. So it is the most efficient, and it reduces cellular inflammation because you have this progression of free radicals that create oxidative stress. And once you have oxidative stress, your cells become inflamed. then it creates a whole new list of problems. So, and very much more, all right? If those of you have been following some of the talks by Dr. Amir and some of my earlier talks, I do delve in to how glutathione also help us besides these few major points, right? So it is considered the superhero of antioxidants. It is the most abundant antioxidant in our body. All right, we have more than 15 grams of glutathione in our body. The glutathione can regenerate itself repeatedly, as what Dr. Scott Nagasawa said. And it also assists other antioxidants to recycle. That means if vitamin C donates an electron or helps out in the immune system and it becomes a damaged molecule, what happens is that glutathione actually assists them to recycle. All right, this is what is different about glutathione from the other antioxidants. Now, what can glutathione do for our body, for our beauty, for your beauty actually? Well, I'm not biased, you know. This presentation is not just only for the ladies, but it's also for the men. Okay, because glutathione helps in anti-aging. All right. So oxidative damage. Look at this lady, you know. This is oxidative damage to proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids results in aging. All right. Glutathione protects cells against oxidative stress, cellular damage in detoxifying xenobiotics and drug metabolism. So scientists have found that glutathione supplementation, that means taking glutathione additionally to what we're doing every day, may be a way to partially protect against age-associated degeneration. If you are aging very quickly, these are sure signs. And if you go to PubMed, you can find, even though most of them are animal model research, there are more than 2,000 over research on how glutathione can protect against age-associated degeneration. All right, this is what I mean when I mean by citations on PubMed. All right, there are at least two reports here. All right, glutathione, oxidative stress, and aging, and then application of glutathione as antioxidative and anti-aging drug. All right, so most of my slides have the backing of the citations. I don't just make up the stories by myself, or I don't just read the brochures from Max, right? These are my personal research. Now, if you want radiant complexion, make sure your glutathione level is high, because enzyme thyroxinase produces melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its color. All right, what glutathione does, it neutralizes this free radical and prevent the enzymatic pathway from producing melanin. All right, so what it actually means is that the less melanin you have, the fairer is your skin. So you can imagine if you are a person of a European accent, because you have less melanin, so your skin becomes fairer. All right, even for some of the Chinese people that are around. So decreased thyroxinase activity, that means if you can suppress the activity of the thyroxinase, scientists have targeted decreasing thyroxinase for the prevention of conditions related to skin hyperpigmentation, such as freckles, age, liver spots, and melasma, which is a pregnancy mask, you know, that your face starts to look a bit different. There are more than 2,600 research papers based on how glutathione can actually help in preventing such conditions as hyperpigmentation, right? And next, we're talking about the eye health, and we're talking about revitalizing your skin. All right, it's like getting a fresh wash of your skin every day. It is a combination of two. A double-blind, placebo-controlled, parallel, three-arm study. There were 60 healthy female volunteers aged between 20 and 50 years were equally randomized into 3 groups. They were separated into 3 groups, and they took glutathione and glutathione disulfide, or GSSG, at 200 milligrams per day, or they were taking placebo orally for 12 weeks, or exactly 3 months. All right. So if you want to see the proof in the pudding, you take the products for 3 months, and then this is what is going to happen. Those who receive glutathione showed a significant reduction in wrinkles, all right, compared with those taking placebo. A tendency towards increased skin being elastic, was observed in glutathione and GSSG compared with placebo, and there were no serious side effects. So what actually happens is the wrinkles are all gone. The wrinkles here are all gone. And if you're willing to take the test, that's why we say you take the product for 90 days, which is about 3 months, and you will see the difference like this. It showed that glutathione in both a reduced and oxidized form, effectively reduced means glutathione as itself, and the reduced form is the GSSG, oxidized glutathione, effectively influences skin property. Glutathione in both forms are well tolerated. So there are no side effects as far as this is concerned. You also get quality of sleep. This is important because we need to have enough sufficient sleep. This is the reason why. Sleep fragmentation interferes with the replenishment of immune system. If you cannot sleep properly, it interferes with the replenishment of the immune system. Our immune system needs to repair itself every night when we go to bed. 2, the production of human growth hormones. Without these human growth hormones, our cells would be impossible to replace itself. And 3, regulation of glucose metabolism. That means we have to create the energy, all right, for our body to operate well. So this regulates the glucose metabolism. And 4, memory consolidation, among many other things. So the memory consolidation part of it is that if you don't have this portion of the sleep, you may start forgetting everything, all right? You will have bad memory. And this is what is actually happening if you weigh in what this is all about. Then you will say, if the older people don't have sufficient sleep, then their memory consolidation is weakened. So oxidized glutathione, which is GSSG, is an active component, according to the scientists, is an active component to slow delta wave sleep, ensuring optimal repair and rejuvenation of our body. SWS, or slow delta wave sleep, is considered important for memory consolidation, sometimes referred to as sleep-dependent memory processing. If you don't have this, you will probably forget the times that you have with your children, with your spouse, So it is important to have that. And also, of course, it assists in rapid eye movement. Sorry about that. All right. So a study suggests that people who get 6 to 7 hours of sleep have a longer life expectancy than those who sleep more hours. If you sleep 10 hours or more, you probably will not live a longer life than somebody who sleep 6 to 7 hours. These are according to the studies, right? So you can see from here, there's a citation. There are more than should be around 300 now. Oxidized glutathione regulates psychological sleep. This was a research that was done in Tokyo. All right, so you can see that all of this information that you're getting from me actually are sourced from peer-reviewed reports. And finally, silky hair and nail health. All right, the nail health part is that what will happen is that your nails will grow at a very fast rate, so it keeps replacing itself. So you will have nice, beautiful nails. And for your hair color is the pigmentation of hair follicles due to two types of melanin. You know, the melanin that makes you look fair and makes you look darker, all right? E-melanin and pheomelanin are two types of melanin. So you have the more of one, you get darker hair. You have more of the other, pheomelanin, you get lighter hair. So your hair becomes lighter, so you get blonde hair and you get brown hair, then you get black hair. This is how our hair is, hair follicles are done. The graying of our hair is triggered by the accumulation of hydrogen peroxide, okay, and deficiency of enzyme catalase. The catalase is one of the antioxidant enzymes that we have that helps us, like glutathione, vitamin C, vitamin E, to protect us against some of this. So elevated homocysteine in the absence of catalase also accelerate gray hair. It's not that we grow old with gray hair, because there is a reason why it is turning gray. All right, it's not turning white, but it's turning gray. It's because the lack of catalase and the increase in homocysteine actually directly promotes hydrogen peroxide, and this glutathione and enzyme catalase neutralizes hydrogen peroxide and converts it into 2H2O. H2O is water, all right? All right, so you have two molecules of water when it interacts. And so you have to start this early, all right? If you're already starting to have gray hair, because your hair follicles last quite some time on your head, right? Even if you start yanking out every hair that you have in your head, right? So it needs your system, your body system needs to weigh in on what is required in your body. It takes up what is required, and if it has all the components, your hair will continue to look black, or for the Chinese and blonde or redhead or whatever, instead of turning a pale shade of gray, right? So these are some of the reasons why it is like that. So how do you know when your body lacks glutathione? Everybody is saying this, all right? Or everybody sometimes in their mind, though they do not ask. Okay, you see, how do I know I lack glutathione? You say I lack glutathione, all right? It's the same like when we ask a range of questions, when the doctor tells you, no, you must take, there must be a reason, all right? And when the doctor say, oh, you must take coenzyme Q10, there must be a reason, okay? So if your body lacks glutathione, whether you're old, whether you're young, you have to mind your health, because if you have a lack of energy, endurance, and stamina, when it starts to decline, your body joints or muscle discomfort, loss of memory and concentration, dry, wrinkled skin, and liver spots, quality of sleep deprivation, that means you have lesser and lesser sleep, all right, digestive problems, you have depression and anxiety, slow recovery from illness, all right, you have the flu, and it takes like forever for you to recover, because maybe it could be because of slow COVID, all right, if you have COVID before. But then most times when you have high levels of glutathione, this does not happen. So these are sure signs when you have all of these symptoms. One or all of these symptoms, sure sign that your body lacks glutathione. So our body's natural antioxidant production diminishes over time. As we get older, the glutathione levels start to drop, and absorption becomes a challenge, because glutathione cannot be absorbed directly as a molecule into our cells. So boosting them becomes crucial. You must find the right solution to boosting your glutathione levels. Now, we at Max, Now, so for glutathione to be just to add on, all right, for glutathione to be available or bioavailable, it must be produced inside the cell. Glutathione cannot be produced outside the cell because it is not bioavailable. What it means is that it cannot get into the cell if it is produced outside the cell. That is the reason why our two doctors who are experts in glutathione can say that we may be called the glutathione company, that's Max International, but there is not even 1 milligram of glutathione in any of our product. Why? It's very easy for us to just include some commercially produced glutathione and say, this is the glutathione that you have to take. But as a science-based company, we cannot tell you that because we know from research that the glutathione molecules is impossible to get into the cell. But even if it did, the quantity will be so minuscule that it will not help you at all. And it is also for this reason, most doctors, experienced doctors, or doctors who have been doing, have been medical doctors for a long time, they do not recommend that you go and take glutathione, commercially produced glutathione. So we say this, glutathione there is zero glutathione in our products. Why do we need to have this funny way of creating the glutathione and having to explain to any Tom, Dick, and Harry because they don't understand? Because they say, yes, they say you say that you take glutathione, it helps this and this and this and this. But then we have to quantify and classify the glutathione that we are trying to promote to you. This glutathione breakthrough is actually a glutathione precursor, or if you like, a glutathione cysteine delivery system. 25 years of research until today is 37 years in total, 57 peer-reviewed articles spanning over 37 years. This is the magnitude of what we have. This is the scientific backing that we have in our products that the other products or the other suppliers or the other people who are selling glutathione product, they don't have. Right? It is not specific. For us, the creation was by Herbert T. Nagasawa, the father of Scott Nagasawa, who is talking about the antioxidant, what the antioxidants do in our body. And his creation was ribosine. The proof of concept was published in 1987. So it's like what, 37 years ago? So ribosine, the most advanced, we call it a cysteine delivery system. What this means is that it delivers the component that actually helps our cell to produce the glutathione. Not take the glutathione orally and try to force it into the cell, because that will make it so that it is no longer bioavailable. So the product that we have, 37-year research, 16 top scientists started in the beginning. Now we probably have more than 30 or 40 collaborators and all sorts of medical experts, organic chemists, biochemists, medicinal chemists, PhD in oncologists, organic chemists, pharmacologists, biochemists, even medical chemists, everyone that is actually looks deeply into this, including, of course, Janet C. Roberts, who is a medicinal chemist, all right? They looked into ribosine. So in the end, what we had was a patent. This is a big deal, right? This is a big deal because we have a patent. Not very many people selling products have patents, all right? Our patent states the method to enhance delivery of glutathione. This is your guarantee that if you take the product, it increases your glutathione levels, and it also increases your ATP levels. ATP is required for the production of glutathione, so that the glutathione is produced inside our cells and it becomes 100% bioavailable to our whole body. This is the difference between our product and the glutathione product that is outside. And reports or clinical reports have indicated, have proven to stimulate glutathione levels in our liver cells by 300%. It increases our glutathione level by 300% compared to NAC, which is another glutathione or cysteine delivery system, and 820%, 28% compared to orally infused glutathione. That means you take glutathione orally, it increases your glutathione by 1%. If you take ribosine, it increases your glutathione level by 828%. So we are so confident in this that if you purchase the product, our products, we have a 100% no risk money back guarantee. We are so sure that this thing works. All right, this is the type of confidence that we have. So the future you imagine can be yours. We offer you the best opportunity to build your business and realize all of your hopes and dreams from the comfort of your home. So we have this opportunity for you. So YMAX, we have all the credentials, the peer review reports. We have low to no investment required, affordable products, no inventory, no office. You can, benefit from residual income if you start to do the business. And you are in complete control. You work with the people you want to work. You work the hours you want to work. You decide who you want to work with. No special requirement, young or old, whatever your educational level, no classes to attend. We will train you and guide you, provide you with materials, and all that you need to do is share. All right. So when you become a Max associate, there are 9 ways. All right. We get into this when the time comes. So how to get started? How do you get started with this? Whether it's the business or whether you want to be a consumer. All right. Max is here. We're here to support you. Okay. So if you want to do the marketing, network marketing or affiliate marketing, you can register your interest with any of the leaders that we have in Malaysia and Singapore. What you need to start off is you need to have either your mobile phone, your tablet, or your computer. You need to have an account, a Facebook account or a Meta account, okay, where you maybe Instagram, Twitter, a social media chat account where you can communicate with people. And more important than all of that is your spare time. Your spare time to learn at your own pace and to decipher what you have learned to the people around you. So we have our main product, the Max One, which is D-ribose and L-cysteine. No glutathione. I repeat again, there is no glutathione in our product. You cannot find even 1 milligram of glutathione in our product. In fact, if you look at our bottles, if you look at our product, look at the bottles, there is not even a mention of glutathione. Okay? So no shellfish, everything is there. It's made in the USA, not made locally or made in Taiwan. It's made in the USA under Max International's supervision. All right, we have the necessary certificate to sell the products here. Now the labels, sometimes I've had this question. There are people who write to me in my inbox, on the products that when I show them on Facebook, they ask me why are the labels different in each country. All right, product labels may differ because regulatory requirements specific to individual countries. each individual country requires some specific way of labeling the product. It is not one for all. All right. Some of them, they don't allow you to make specific claims. So this is the watered down version of our label. All right. But that's only the label. The product is still made in the US of A. Okay. So the price for our Max One is a wholesale price of 316. If you buy 2 bottles, the price is 253. If you take 6 bottles or 8 bottles or 16 bottles, the price will be different. These are the prices in Malaysia currently for you to purchase. And the other product, or this is our flagship product, our Seljaveti. And Seljaveti has ribosine also, but it has 12 other ingredients. Things like alpha-lipoic acid, broccoli seed extract, turmeric root, resveratrol, grapes seed extract, quercetin, milk thistle, and selenium, aloe vera, and of course, black pepper. All right, just to name a few, including cordyceps. So be careful when you take this. If you are allergic to certain things, maybe you should just stick with Max One. All right, so this is also made in US. Same thing. The labels look different because they are specific to the countries that we sell to. All right, and this is the price for them, for you. Wholesale price 344, 275. There's not much of a difference because it includes the 12 other ingredients. All right, but talk to the person who recommended you, or seek the assistance of the people who are around Max International to try and find which product is more suitable for you. Okay. Now start with your very first step with Max International. So in the pink of health, you want to be in the pink of health. You want to have pink skin. All right. A pinkish skin that shows that you are healthy. So contact us today and we'll take the first step together. So in life, you have to be good. So you have to be, for me, what I say is that you have to be so good at what you do that they cannot ignore you. People cannot ignore you because you are so good at what you are doing. This is the most important in everything that you do in life. Okay. So with that, I thank you. And as customary, I wish you to live long and prosper. Thank you very much.
Mhm.